Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening. I am your host, YouTube's Carcinoma Killer, coming to you live from TAFF Studios on the final day of Saw Week. Now, I know that in theaters they actually claimed that this was the final chapter, but if you're a horror fanatic like me, that doesn't mean a whole lot, because how many times have we heard, this is the final anything, it's the final Nightmare, the final Friday the 13th. Yet there's always 5 other movies afterwards. I mean, you're not even safe in video games. How many Final Fantasies have there been? I mean, really. Now, I'm not putting down the new Jigsaw film. I'm not here to bury it, but to praise it. Now, I'm looking forward to watching Jigsaw, but today we're here to talk about Saw 3D. The legacy continues. Oh, I love this movie. I really love it. It takes the liar revealed cliche, but gives it a nice Saw twist. And it is amazing. Like in a lot of these Saw films, there's always 2 stories going on at once, so I'm going to discuss the liar revealed story and then discuss the second story, which involves Detective Hoffman on his revenge against Jill, Jigsaw's ex-wife. But let's focus on the liar revealed story. So in the first storyline, we're introduced to a liar. So he's running around claiming that he survived one of Jigsaw's traps. He's written a book, he's doing seminars. I mean, he's become famous for actually, surviving a Saw trap. And one really cool part in this movie is he actually brings back other survivors from the Saw series. So it's really cool. It's kind of like a little mini Saw reunion where they all get together. It's supposed to be kind of like it's a meeting where they're all supposed to discuss like, oh yeah, I survived one of Jigsaw's traps, and we're supposed to feel good about ourselves. Why? Because we're being filmed. Yeah, the liar's getting it filmed just so we can put it out on DVD and make that sweet dollar or cheddar or money. It's what he wants. He wants money. And then the coolest thing ever happens. Cary Elwes comes back. Yeah, he was actually at the Survivor reunion get-together, and he's clapping. And then he says, hey, I'm so glad that we all came together so we can celebrate us surviving against all odds. And also being a part of your DVD that's going to make you super rich. Dr. Gordon has returned, and it was amazing. Well, allegedly, Cary Elwes as Dr. Gordon was supposed to come back in Saw 6, but unfortunately, he was busy, so he couldn't make it, but thank goodness he came back for Saw 3D. And of course, the liar couldn't have done it by himself. He actually has 3 accomplices helping him keep this lie going. He's got a best friend who convinces him to do it. He's got a publicist and an agent. So they're all desperate to keep this lie hidden. Because if it's revealed that he's lying, no one would buy his book. No one would buy his DVDs. So why bother? One of the weird things about this movie, and there's 2 weird things that make no sense to me, but one of them is the fact that John Kramer, Jigsaw himself, actually meets the liar at a book signing. Bad writing, the fact that Jigsaw's all omnipotent and can show up anywhere at any time. I don't know. I was excited. Well, it was interesting to see him. Excited is exaggerating it. It was interesting seeing him, but now that I'm thinking about it, it just really made no sense. And of course, the liar gets kidnapped and is now being put through a bunch of games. And of course, the whole time, Jigsaw's taunting him and saying like, oh, hey, you've done this before, so you'll be fine, right? So now the liar is forced to save four different people. The three people who are helping him keep this lie undercover, and his wife. Now, the wife doesn't know anything about this, so she's completely innocent. And of course, the liar can't save anyone. The three friends, he tries to save them, but unfortunately, they all die. And the girlfriend, yeah, he does not save her in time, which is really sad because the final game he has to play is the game he told everybody he survived. And once again, Jigsaw, well, not Jigsaw, but Billy the Puppet's on TV going, hey, you've done this trap before, right? And unfortunately, the liar could not save his girlfriend in time. She's encased in a giant iron dome and then set on fire. Well, cooked is a more accurate description of what happens to her. It's really icky. Let's move on to the second story now. So, Detective Hoffman, after surviving the reverse bear trap back in the last film, now wants revenge on Jill. So, Jill, Jigsaw's ex-wife, runs to the police station and runs to a certain cop in particular saying, hey, you gotta protect me. And of course, Hoffman, being an apprentice of Jigsaw, already knows how to manipulate people to get to where he wants to go. So he convinces the cop that Jill said, hey, you're supposed to protect me, convinces him to go to a warehouse where he is killed. Then he sneaks into the police station and captures Jill. He kills a bunch of police officers, captures Jill, puts her in a reverse bear trap, and it kills her. Yeah, it's really interesting, I guess is the proper word for it, but it is interesting to finally see the reverse bear trap actually kill someone. Unfortunately, it was Jill, which was really sad, but at least we got to see how it works on a real human being. Remember, we only got to see how it works in the first movie on a styrofoam head. So, I thought it was pretty cool. Well, it looked cool. So with Jill dead, Detective Hoffman thinks, yep, I got away with it. I'm gonna be A-OK from here on out. Nope. Dr. Gordon and two other people kidnap Detective Hoffman, lock him in the very first bathroom from the very first film. So now he's locked in the bathroom with Dr. Gordon, slamming the door shut and saying, game over. And I guess the real twist ending of this movie was supposed to be that Dr. Gordon has also been helping Jigsaw this whole time, which is a little bizarre because now it means not only was Amanda a secret apprentice, but so was Detective Hoffman and Dr. Gordon. So he's got three apprentices helping him out, and none of them really knew about each other. I mean, if Jigsaw was really trying to start a legacy and someone to carry on his work after he's gone, wouldn't it make sense to let each one of them know? Yeah, but then again, Jigsaw's a genius, I'm not, and clearly he knew what he was doing because, well, Amanda was pretty much in it for herself, and Detective Hoffman, same. Looks like Dr. Gordon was the only loyal one. Oh, right, and before I forget, the second thing that really bothered me about this movie was the fact that there's a dream sequence where Jill gets captured by Hoffman and is killed. Like, that was weird. A dream sequence in a Saw film? It was bizarre. I couldn't understand it. It made no sense. And once she woke up in bed, I just remember thinking like, no, Saw, you're not this kind of movie. You're better than this. Come on. And no lies, no exaggeration, I love Saw 3D. I loved the ending. It reminded me of watching the ending to Saw 2. It just filled me with joy at the end, like, wow. They're really, like, how are they going to continue after this? It is so interesting. In my mind, I had, like, a billion stories of what happens after Saw 3D. But of course, we're about to find out exactly what happens later on this month when Jigsaw hits theaters. With a heavy heart, we say goodbye to Saw Week. I like to think we had a couple laughs, good times, chuckles, and reminisced fondly about a movie series near and dear to not only my heart, but many others out there. To be honest, I'd like to do Saw Week annually. I do have an idea for next year, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And right now, we say goodbye to Saw Week fondly. Well, that's going to do it for me here at TAFF Studios. As always, I'm YouTube's Carcinoma Killer. I want to thank you all for joining me for Saw Week. And I hope to see all of you when Jigsaw hits theaters, because I know I'll be there. The big smile on my face, and, well, I can't take this into the movie theater with me. I'm pretty sure they'll take it away or call the cops. Again. So. And hey, join me next week, because this whole month I'm celebrating October. It's my favorite time of the year, and I love Halloween. So, once again, thanks for joining me. See you all a little later. Bye, everybody.